And good morning and welcome to Breakfast Extra for a Saturday. And, have you heard? So it seems like sometime in the near future, I don't know, maybe something like in 2026, the Nigerian government says we'll be paying an extra 5% surcharge on petrol. And honestly, when I first heard it, I thought it was a bad joke, like as if it's April Fool's Day in September. Because you mean to tell me after subsidy removal, after diesel and cooking gas doubled, after inflation is dragging us like generator, you still want to tax Nigerians 5% on fuel again? How about now? But the government's explanation is simple. We need to expand the tax base, reduce oil dependency, and fund infrastructure. So on paper, that sounds reasonable. I mean, other countries have done it, but here's the catch. They did it with structure. They did it with accountability, with timing, with sense. And that's where Nigeria often misses the mark. Let's take Sweden, for instance. Back in the 1990s, they introduced a fuel tax, but it wasn't just about squeezing citizens. They linked it directly to environmental goals. Every penny collected was earmarked for visible projects, cleaner buses, efficient trains, renewable energy powering entire neighborhoods. I mean, today you can travel through Sweden and actually see where the money went. Biofuel buses gliding past, trains that arrive on time, communities, whole communities running on wind and solar. Let's imagine that in Nigeria. Go ahead, I'll give you 5 seconds. I know, right? Error. Now, let's take a look at Canada. In 2019, they rolled out their carbon tax. People were furious. Nobody likes paying more for petrol. But they did something rare. They gave the money back. Every Canadian household started receiving a direct rebate straight into their bank accounts. And sometimes families even got back more than they even paid in. Go ahead, let's imagine that in Nigeria. Take another 5 seconds. In fact, don't bother because it's another error. Because it's hard to think that in Nigeria you can actually buy petrol at 900 naira per litre, and next week an alert comes into your phone saying, "Dear Mazino, your fuel rebate has been, paid." Most of us are going to yell out scam before we even check to see if it's true. Because we know that when the government collects money in Nigeria, it often disappears faster than your data subscription. And we're left with no cleaner BRTs, no rebates, and not even smoother roads, just promises that gather dust. But let's talk about impact. That 5% is not just fuel, it's actually a transport fare creeping up. It's Gary becoming more expensive, pure water suddenly jumping up in price, even akara goes up to 200 naira per ball. Because in Nigeria, when petrol sneezes, the whole economy catches malaria. And who pays for it? You, the everyday Nigerian who's already tired, already stretched, already wondering if this country even loves its citizens. However, hold your horses. Before we crucially crucify the government, let's flip the coin a bit. Now, the government is not just waking up every day thinking, how are we going to make Nigerians' lives miserable today? No, the reality is money is tight in Nigeria. All prices swing like mood swings, debt are breathing down Nigeria's neck, and subsidy was swallowing almost the entire budget. So in those circumstances, a fuel tax actually looks like low-hanging fruit. It's not pretty, but it is practical. Germany actually faced something similar in the year 2000 when they rolled out their eco tax. People were furious. They resisted too. But here's the difference. Berlin phased it in slowly, like dipping your toe inside before taking a dip dive. And more importantly, they paired it with social benefits. So yes, you paid a bit more at the pump, but your pay slip felt the impact. People could connect the dots. The pain of today was directly linked to the relief of tomorrow. Now, compare that to Nigeria. I mean, we're in a moment when inflation is sprinting, food prices are smashing records, and fuel is already a luxury item. Then add fresh tax come 2026. It feels like you're being handed a bitter medicine and no water to even swallow it. But again, let's be fair. The government isn't just greedy, no. The truth is they're desperate. Yes, they're desperate. I mean, roads are crumbling, hospitals are limping, power is epileptic, schools are begging for funds, and the main revenue source, which is oil, is no longer reliable. Imagine running your own household without stable income. I mean, loans mounts, children still need school fees. At some point, you're going to need to go look for another side hustle. And that is what this tax looks like. The government's side hustle. It's not popular, but maybe it's necessary. But the real question is, can Nigeria implement it without setting the whole house on fire? I mean, other countries have shown us that it's possible if the rollout is gradual, if the revenue is visible, and if citizens are cushioned with rebates or maybe even benefits. But if it's just another flat-out taxation with nothing to show for it, and it feels less like policy and more like punishment. So I guess it's safe to say that Nigerians aren't asking for magic. We're not even rejecting sacrifice. What we're asking is simple. If you must take, at least hold the receipts and show it to us. Because right now it feels like government keeps taking and taking and taking and taking, and we're left wondering when, if ever, we'll see the return on investment. As most Nigerians will continue to do, we continue to pray. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say welcome to Breakfast Extra. My name is Mazino Appeal, and I'm not alone. The delectable Queen Celestine is in the house. It's like as if I'm, you know, that
was an amazing monologue, Mazino.
Oh, thank you very much. But let me give you your flowers, first of all. I'm announcing you like as if it's a Friday night. It might be where you coming from, Queen Celestine.
Thank you, Mazino.
How was your Friday night?
It was amazing. I celebrated my brother's 40th birthday yesterday, but I couldn't stay long because I had, you know, a job to do. So we're here.
This terrible job.
It's not so terrible. Come. We have a lot to discuss.
In any case, I'll come meet you there. We'll take a look at the dailies and then we'll get on with Breakfast Extra.
Of course.
We'll be right back.
Good morning.